Hey guys, so I wanted to film for you a beauty products empties video. I have quite a few products that they're kind of old and I need to get rid of, or I use them up, so I thought I would share with you guys. And it ended up being a lot more products than I thought, so that's why I thought I would film a little mini video for you guys. So let's get started. The first product that I've used is the Sally Hansen Airbrushed Face Makeup. This is a spray-on foundation. It's kind of like their spray-on leg makeup. Sally Hansen makes a really good leg makeup or body makeup spray, which kind of hides your imperfections on your skin, which I love. I use that one for my legs all the time. But the brand came out with one for your face, and this is a pretty good face makeup. Honestly, I prefer the one by Dior or the Sephora brand a little bit better. This one does seem to get a little bit tacky on my face. I've used this a few times, but now it just won't spray. Like, I'm pushing on this thing so hard and it just doesn't spray. I don't know if it's stuck, I don't know what, but if you stop using this thing, I guess it just doesn't work. And you know, aerosols cans can be a little bit tricky. So that's one reason why I'm getting rid of this, just because it's not working and because it's just not the greatest. It is a little bit streaky on your face, so if you're looking for a spray-on foundation, the one by Dior or Sephora brand I would prefer over this one. I used up two mascaras. This one is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. It has this weird rubbery applicator, and honestly, I wasn't a fan of this mascara. I know a lot of people do like this one. I think it just made my lashes look really clumpy and not nice at all. But if you like clumpy lashes, then you might like this one. I personally was not a fan, and I will not be repurchasing this mascara. But the other mascara I used up is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I prefer to use travel size mascaras just because mascara is something that you change every few months, and I do just because it's a good way to get an eye infection or irritation on your eyes, and my eyes are very sensitive. So I get the small one because they actually come with a good amount of product, and that way I can also try out different mascaras to see which one. I'm always on the hunt to find the best mascara ever. Right now I'm completely in love with the Marc Jacobs, I think it's Velvet Noir or something mascara. It's amazing and I love it. But this one is really, really good. It's a cult favorite. So many people love this mascara, and it is very good at volumizing. It is a little bit clumpy, but once the formula starts to dry a tiny bit, it's not as clumpy, and I prefer it that way. But it is a very volumizing, beautiful mascara. I used up an Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel. This was in the shade Espresso. I love this mascara. It's like super glue mascara. Brow gel. I love this brow gel. It's like super glue for your eyebrows, but it is amazing. I love her clear brow gels as well. Her brow gels are the best. I have never found anything that's so amazing as these. I used up two lip treatment things. I don't know what they're called. I use up two of the lip treatments by the brand Sugar. This is a little mini one, and this is the big one. I would put this on every night before I go to bed. They smell really good. They have like this lemony scent, and this is the original formula. This is the original scent, but I highly, highly recommend these ones by Sugar. They're super moisturizing and not disgusting. They don't taste weird or gross. Some lip treatments kind of taste disgusting. But these were amazing, and I used up two of them. I have three things by Josie Maran that I used up. The first one is the Josie Maran Argan Oil in Light. I use this kind of all over my body just as a little bit of a light moisturizer. I don't like her oil on my face, to be honest. It makes my face feel kind of greasy. So I prefer to put other oils on my face, but I did like this as kind of like a body moisturizer, especially on my feet. My feet do get pretty dry, and this oil was lightweight, so it's not too greasy. It's not too greasy, and as a moisturizer on your feet and hands, it was really, really amazing. So it was weird, but I did use this oil as a moisturizer during the winter time. And then two products that I'm getting rid of because they went bad. The first one is this Josie Maran Luminizer. I love this stuff, but unfortunately it went bad before I even got close to finishing it. I got a pretty good dent. I like am up to here, but It just smells bad and gross, but I did love putting this all over my body or mixing it with my lotion and moisturizer and kind of putting it so it kind of gives your skin a nice glow. But I loved this stuff. It was amazing. Too bad it went bad. And then another product of hers that went bad is this Josie Maran Argan Luscious Lips Oil. Did not like this. I did use this a couple of times and then I stopped using it just because I hated the taste and the feeling of it. And then now it's like goopy and weird. Like it's just, look at this. It's like sticky and gross. Like it's just weird. So I don't really know what happened to this. I haven't had this for that long. So the fact that it's already bad is kind of not a good sign. I've had this for a couple years, but I've only had this for a few months. So not a fan. Other lip treatments are better. The one by Sugar is a lot better. Bite Beauty makes a really good one. Not a fan of this stuff, and when it spoils, it just gets weird and goopy. I have these two eye pencils by the brand Color Prevails. I've never heard of them. They're a drugstore brand. I saw them at Walgreens, and I decided to try them. They come with a shadow stick and a liner on the other end. It's a really, really creamy formula, but look, I barely touched my hand and it just already broke. Very soft and breaks easily. The black one is completely broken just because it just kept breaking and breaking and breaking. So it's just, it was annoying. So if you're lining your eyes and then the pencil keeps breaking, that just gets annoying. So I'm getting rid of these just because it just didn't work for me. Also, the formula on these, because they're so creamy, they don't set at all. You have to set it with a powder, otherwise, you know, this is just gonna slip around your eyes and it doesn't stay at all. So these are a pass for me. They're by the brand Color Prevails, Noni Cream or something, and I don't know. I don't understand these. And then another eye product that I'm getting rid of is this one by Jordana. And it is a really, really beautiful eyeliner. It comes in this one is this beautiful blue metallic color. And I love it. It's really pigmented, dries down beautifully. However, this irritates my eyes so much. It burns. So because of that reason, I'm getting rid of it, just because I don't want to wear anything on my eyes that, you know, irritate it that much. I used up the Makeup Forever HD primer. I've had this for a really long time. There is a little bit left, but because this is like 5 or 6 years old and I never use this, I have other primers that I use, I thought it was time to get rid of it. But this was a really, really good primer when I was using it. Right now I prefer the Laura Mercier primer, or actually the one by The Body Shop, and it's the Tea Tree Oil primer. I do love that one a lot. So there are less expensive primers that I'm actually loving more. But this is a really good primer, and with this my makeup did last all day long. And then I used up a Makeup Forever ink liner. It's just now getting too dry, and it's just kind of came to its end mark. So the one thing I don't like about felt liners like this is that when they dry, they just dry. So it's really hard to get any pigmentation out of them. So this was good when it was moist and new, but now that it's been used over the past few months, it's getting kind of dry and it doesn't really work that well. But this was good if you're looking for a felt liner. This one was good. I actually prefer their matte ink liner better, so I'm not going to repurchase it because it's, you know, not worth it if it dries too quickly. But it was good. Not gonna say that it wasn't good. It was really black, but it just, only having a couple months of use out of it before it starts to get dry, it just wasn't for me. I have two foundations that are kind of really old and time to get rid of. The first one is this Cover FX Water Blend Foundation. To be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan of this. I do think that it made my skin actually feel oily. It has SPF 15, and the lady at Sephora a long time ago is when recommended this for me. She said it would be really good for my skin. To be honest, I think that it made my skin look greasy. So if you're more dry, this foundation is really good. I actually don't even know if they make this anymore because it is pretty old. If they do, I'll link it down below. I wouldn't recommend this for normal oily skin, but for normal to dry skin, this would be pretty good. And It's the water-based foundation, so it is pretty lightweight. Just for me, it was really greasy. And then I also used up this CoverGirl powder. This was just a powder that compact that I kept in my bag, and it's now starting to smell really old, so it's time to get that. It's past its prime. For powder foundation, this was okay. I actually more use this to blot my shine off my face, to kind of set any oils, to get rid of any oils. But for powder, I'm actually really loving the MAC powder foundation, I think is what it's called. I'll link it down below, but it's one of my favorites, and I mentioned it a few times. One eyeshadow palette that has definitely had its mark is this one by Tarte. It's really, really old. They don't make this anymore, but it's really cute. It looks like a little clutch with a little lock on it, and it had really, really cute colors. My mom was using this for a while, that I was using this for a while, and this lasted me a good 7-8 years, and it's just, the powders are starting to get pretty dry, and they're starting to flake a little bit, and it's just time to go. The powders are starting to get really dry. It's not giving off too much pigmentation anymore, so you know, it's getting old and it's time to go. This pencil that comes with it is just so hard that it doesn't even work. So this was a good palette. They don't make it anymore. It's old, but it was really good while it lasted, and I did love it. I used to wear this palette all the time, especially these two shades right here. I used to wear them pretty much every day. And then I used up a Boscia White Charcoal Mattifying Spray. I use this when I travel. I like to mix it with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I think the two together kind of like glue for your face. I'm wearing them both on my face today as well. And they make your makeup last all day, and I love them both. So this is a really, really good setting spray in my opinion. And the final few beauty products that I have, the first one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer. I went through one tube of this. I do love it. It's kind of hard to get whatever is left at the bottom. I've tried like zhuzhing it around, and it's just, it won't come out anymore, so I've used this to death. I've already purchased another one of these. It's one of my favorite concealers. And then I used up a beauty blender, and I actually cut this open to see what it looked like inside, because I've never cut one open. And sometimes, like, I read somewhere that, you know, if it gets moldy and gross after like a year of use or something, and I opened it up and mine's pink inside. So I don't know what whoever was doing, whatever they were doing to their beauty blender, because mine did not get moldy and have black mold or nastiness in the middle. It's all pink. So, but beauty blender is one of my favorite ways to apply my makeup. I like to go in with a brush and then go in with a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, to kind of take away any excess foundation I have on my face. And then the last product that I'm just getting rid of because it just irritated my eyes and it just wasn't really doing much for me is this one by Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and it's dual ended. So one side has a, like right here, if you can see, has a shadow, and the other side has a glitter, and it's really, really beautiful. I like the pigmentation on them is really amazing, and they do set beautifully. They just burned my eyes as well, so that is why I'm getting rid of it. And I don't want to pass this on to anyone else because it has touched my eyes, and that's just gross. So it's going, sadly. And that completes this beauty empties getting rid of video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't, and please leave a comment. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!